Hi everybody, it's Mark here from Illawarra Education Foundation. Today is a video where I give my opinion. It is a review on these think tanks by Origo Maths, so stick around. So what are these think tanks? They are simply maths cards, they're activity cards. But what is great about them is that they are really well planned, really well written, and you have a box for each grade, year 1 right through to year 6 inclusive. So let me show you what's inside. Now this yellow box is the first box, it's grade 1. Now of course, being grade 1, a lot of kids have basic reading skills, basic literacy skills. So the good news is it is really well written. It has a small amount of reading. So before we get into the individual cards, you have the cover here which explains the different tabs that are inside. Now at the very back you have some teacher notes. And you also have a card that you can photocopy, and it can go into a student book, and as a card is completed you can highlight or tick the box, and that just gives you a really straightforward way to keep track of the activities that the students have completed. They're easy at the front, they're harder at the back, and they've got some pretty cool names. So the easier ones are called prickly problems, all the way through, including crackerjacks, head polishers, all the rest of it. They're pretty fun for kids. Now within the one chapter, so let's have a look at the prickly problem chapter. All of these are at the same level of difficulty. So it's really important that you first understand there's really only 12 levels of difficulty. They're not actually graded within that chapter. So that's great if you're looking at a large class, because it's important that based on how many kids are using which cards, that there's no holding up in waiting if they were actually graded. Now at the back you have the answers here that are color coded. And so let's look at the cards. The first one here, each lunch has 1 fruit and 1 sandwich. Choose 1 fruit and 1 sandwich. How many different lunches can you make? So of course this is talking about combinations, and the great thing is you've got these illustrations and it gives you a hint to draw a table. So these cards are really about problem solving. They're about thinking of a solution, creativity, encourages drawing of diagrams, pictures, any method that you would like to use to help. Now of course it's really critical that there's concrete material. So if you're a homeschool parent, I recommend that before you actually start doing these, that you have some counters out so that you can help your kids with these activities. So that's the year 1 box. Now on the bottom it actually talks about the grade, the age group. So red, this is grade 5, age 11. So let's have a look at these. Now you'll notice, these have been put in the wrong way. No. Oh wow, I've just realised this box must be for the American market. The yellow one was for the Australian. It was just English and the back is blank. As you can tell, I only just got these in the post and I haven't even opened them. Spanish on the back. So isn't that terrific that they've actually got it, that it can be used in North America, I guess. Alright, so again you'll notice it has the same format. You've got the 12 different sections. It is graded levels, easier at the front, more difficult at the back. So if we go to the Mega Minds or Mega Mentes, we have the same format. Answers are at the back, Spanish, and you have more complex. Obviously this is for grade 5, so they're more complex problems. And again, we have the teacher notes and the card to keep track. Okay, so now we're going to be looking at another set, the second set of think tanks. They're the same striking colours, which makes it really easy. But these ones are just focusing on mental computation and number sense. And of course you can use concrete materials and you can use pen and paper as well if your students struggle with the mental computation. Now when you look, so this of course is the Year 1 box, just like we looked at before, same format. At the back you have your teacher notes and your card to keep track of where they are. You have your 12 sections. The one section, they're all at the same level, getting progressively more difficult as you go back. Now let's have a look at, in the middle we'll look at fast figures. So for these ones, you'll see again instructions, problem solving. You've got a diagram, really simple to understand, simple language, and you've got your answer card at the back. But of course this one is just focusing on your addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, so your number skills. Let's have a look at I've forgotten now, what is it, Year 5? Yep, grade 5. Now this one, I had to check earlier, there's no Spanish, so I must have lucked out with that box. Again, they're the same. So I really would just like to recommend that you consider buying these. I have not been paid for this review, by the way. The reason why I want to share it is because so often when homeschool parents talk and we get together, we're always sharing ideas, sharing resources. Now these again are terrific. It is an investment, but of course investing in your kids is the best thing that we can do as parents. And if you are a school teacher and you're looking for something that would work in a small group, it would work across the class, and of course would work even as warming up. So even if a couple of times a day when the kids come in from a break, you might want to put one of these up on the board, you could actually progressively, easily get through one of these boxes in a year with your kids if you then were teaching problem-solving activities. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions about these boxes, please write me a comment, and I hope it's been helpful. See you next time.